Welcome to another Timberwolf tutoring video. My name is Shiva.
And my name is Aiden. And today we're going to be showing you how to solve a quadratic equation using the diamond method when the coefficient a is equal to 1. As you can see up on the board, this is the general form of a trinomial quadratic equation.
And in this video, a, the coefficient, will be 1 in all of our example problems.
It is also important to note that in this video, we are going to be using the diamond method as a means to solve this form of a quadratic. So what do I mean exactly by using the diamond method? So essentially you would start out by drawing what appears to be a very large x.
Now what is in this x? In the top, we have the value of a times c.
And this is something that's very important to note when you're multiplying a times c. In this video, when a is always going to be equal to 1, you're essentially taking the value of c and just putting it in because it's going to be whatever the value of c is times 1. But many students, including myself, got tripped up when I first saw this and believed that c was always the value that went up on top of the diamond. But whenever a is greater than 1, it's important to note that you are actually multiplying the value of whatever a is times the value of c.
And we will be covering a being greater than 1 in a different video. So now, what goes on the bottom? That is the value of b.
And from here, you use the diamond now to find factors on both sides of the diamond that will a, equal the values of a times c, and b, add to be the value of b.
And there you have it. That's the general form of a quadratic equation. Alright, here's the first problem. We have x squared plus 8x plus 7. And as we mentioned before, our a value here in front of the x is actually 1. So a is equal to 1. So our first step is to draw the x, or the diamond. Now in the top, we have our a value times c value, which is 1 times 7, and that is just 7. And on the bottom, we have our b value, which is 8. Now, this is the tricky part. Our factors need to multiply to be 7 and add to be 8. So what times what is equal to 7 and adds to be 8? We have 7 and 1. And it doesn't matter which side we write these on, as long as we have the right factors, the numbers. So here we have 7 and 1. And our next step, 8, like that.
Yeah, so now we want to take these two factors and put it into factor form. And this factor form will work for any quadratic equation. This is literally the answer that you will have to put it in. So first we have x plus 7 times x plus 1, because these are the two factors that we got from the diamond. So this is the factor form. This is the answer for any quadratic equation that you're being asked to factor. And the other thing that's pretty nice to point out about this is you could actually factor and FOIL it out and it would get back to this original equation that we were asked to factor.
And this, just plain x, is useful in quadratic equations that have 1 as an a value. So in our other video, we'll cover what it means to have an a value that's not 1. But this is a general form, just x plus our factor for quadratic equations that have 1 as their a value.
So this is now our second problem of the video, and you can already see right off the bat that this one is a little bit different than the first, because the b value is now a negative 11. But our functions will still turn out to be the same in the end. So once again, we are using the diamond method, so you want to start off by drawing that large x. And as usual, you want to take the value of a and multiply it by the value of c. So in that case, it would be 1 times 10. So the top would be 10. And then on the bottom of the diamond, because this is negative 11, you just put that down there because it's just the value of b. So now, we want to try to find something that multiplies to be 10 and adds to be negative 11. And I can tell you right now that those two values are going to be negative 10 and negative 1. So now, our factor form of this answer is going to look different than the last one because it's not going to be x plus a value, it's actually going to be x minus a value. So it's going to be x minus 10 and then x minus 1. And this is our answer for this factored quadratic equation in factored form.
Alright, here's problem 3. So as you can see here, our variable, the letter, is m. In our last problem, it was x. But it doesn't matter which letter it is, it's the same type of problem. So this could be s or it could be y, it's the same thing. So once again, let's start off by drawing the diamond. Now that we have the diamond, we can do a, which is going to be 1 here, 1 times m, times c. So what's 1 times negative 24? It's just negative 24. And then we have b down here, which is just 2. Now, what multiplies to be negative 24 and adds to be 2? There are a lot of factors, but it's just 6 times negative 4. So 6 times negative 4 is just negative 24, and 6 plus negative 4 is just 2. So now we can factor it out. And the important thing to remember here, it's super easy to make a mistake, is you actually do m plus your factors. So m plus 6 times m minus 4. So it's minus 4 because this is a negative, and that is our answer. So there you have it. That's the answer to this quadratic equation. Thanks for watching our Timberwolf tutoring video. You can find more free videos at timberwolftutoring.org or on our YouTube channel at Timberwolf Tutoring.
We are also on Instagram at Timberwolf Tutoring. It's a great way to keep up with updates on video releases and just general information about the organization.
And you can email us at any time with questions, comments, or concerns about our video or other topics at support@timberwolftutoring.org.
Thank you.